During the trading day yesterday, Gratomic released two freaking news reports. One regarding the operational readiness of its flagship graphite property Aukam, and one regarding drilling results on its other interesting property Capim Grosso. Now let's get into it. Aukam Operational. Gratomic announces launching of operational readiness of its Aukam graphite processing plant in Namibia. Big news. As a reference, this is regarding the Aukam graphite deposit, on which Gratomic is busy creating an open pit mine as well as a purification plant. Now back to the news. Do not get too excited now, Aukam isn't really pumping out any graphite just yet. Operational readiness is the capability to efficiently deploy, operate and maintain the systems and procedures required on the company's Aukam graphite processing plant. And good to note, a tentative schedule for all activities required for operational readiness has been employed, and this schedule indicates that the first product in bag is expected to be delivered by the end of March 2022. So Aukam is now finally in the last stages of its ramp up towards full operational capacity, and I predict the first graphite bags to be sold around April this year. Perhaps we can even start seeing revenues in Q2 2022, that would be amazing. But more on my thoughts later in just a bit. Now first, the Capim Grosso update. Gratomic announces an update on the Capim Grosso graphite project drilling program in Brazil. So to put this news report into perspective, the report is regarding the third graphite property Gratomic recently acquired, the Capim Grosso property in Brazil. For example, initial drilling results show us graphite content of up to 42% in some places. For those of you that aren't really into mining, that is insane. So thus far the drilling results have been really promising. And in this most recent news report, Gratomic has stated that drilling has resumed again after the holiday season. And this is the big sentence of this article: the introduction of a second drilling rig, which is currently on site, has expedited the drilling program. This means that Gratomic introduced a second drilling rig, which should significantly speed up the drilling progress. Keep in mind, all these drillings are done so that Gratomic can publish a maiden NI 43-101 mineral report for the Capim Grosso property. This report sounds pretty complex, which I sympathize with, but it just means that Gratomic is currently busy drilling all around Capim Grosso to try to determine how big their graphite deposit is, how pure it is, and how they can best mine that deposit. Now that we are up to date on both these news reports, let's continue with my thoughts. So I believe both these news reports are really bullish for Gratomic in the long run. The news reports surely aren't groundbreaking. The main thing they've said in these news reports is we are right on track. You see, we are living in turbulent times. Inflation is insane, supply chain issues are still a pain in the butt, and COVID still affects a lot of businesses. And despite all that, Gratomic is still delivering on what they promised. Gratomic is still right on track to deliver their grand plans, and that is big. As of right now, the plant should be capable of 20,000 tons of fine graphite per annum, but from my unexperienced eyes, it seems that the plant is over-engineered and it might be capable to output a significantly higher figure pretty soon. Anyways, as a base case, 20,000 tons times $3,000 per ton for fine graphite results in $60 million in revenue per annum, which would be pretty amazing. However, do keep in mind the total output of the Aukam processing plant should still be significantly lower than 20,000 tons to start out with, but hopefully they'll quickly ramp up to the 20k figure and beyond. Also, according to these news reports, the first revenues might just hit Gratomic's cash flow statements in Q2 2022. And that would be really bullish for the company. The earlier Gratomic is able to get revenues flowing, the earlier Gratomic will de-risk itself. And remember, we love de-risking. Also, during my interview with Arno Brandt, the link will be in the top right corner, Arno stated that Gratomic is fast-tracking the Capim Grosso property. And from these recent news reports, it really seems that Gratomic is trying to get their second mine in Brazil up and running as quickly as they possibly can. And that seems to be pretty bullish. In Arno's words, the only thing better than one Aukam is two Aukams. And with that said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a like and maybe even subscribe. Comment down below what you want to talk about next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.